Hey guys, thanks for being here. Today we're going to be covering Faena by the Gipsy Kings, which is a fantastic song. Great for beginners, intermediate players and advanced because you can do so much with it. We actually really like teaching this piece in a group setting where, we can jam together, you can play the melody, you can play the chords, you can improvise. It's really fantastic to learn. First going to look at the rhythm, the Rumba Rhythm. It's got this cool flamenco rhythm. Look at the chords, we're going to look at the melody. I'm going to take a short look at how it's played in the recording, and I'm going to give you some ideas to improvise over it. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to learn the Rumba Rhythm. So the Rumba Rhythm is a rhythm in 4/4, and it goes quite quickly. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those beats are the quarter notes. And it goes even faster because we're going to strum 2 times per beat. So it sounds something like this. So for every beat, we're getting 2 strums. So just cover your strings with your left hand like this so it makes no sound. And then the strumming goes down with the thumb, up with the thumb, down with the fingers, and then up with the thumb. So like this. The way that you count is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every bar gets 2 repetitions of the strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Once you get used to doing this combination of strumming, what you want to do really is sort out the accents, because we don't really want to accent always the first of the bar, the first beat. It doesn't sound good if you go. It sounds really heavy. So we're going to accent the end of the second beat and the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The accent once is on the upstroke of the thumb and once on the downstroke when you go with the fingers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So next up, let's take a look at the chords. We're going to be using a capo on the 2nd fret. And even though this produces a B minor, I'm going to be thinking of it as if it was an A minor, as if we didn't have a capo at all. So the open strings as if they were open. So this song has 2 parts. The first part has only 3 chords. So the first section we have A minor, D minor, and E7. Let's add the chords to the rhythm. And I'm just going to count out the bars. Let's do 4 bars per chord. 4 bars of A minor, 4 bars of D minor, and 4 bars of E7. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This song is in 2 parts. The first section gets repeated twice. So it's 4 bars of A minor, 4 bars of D minor, and 2 bars of E7. Then we go back, we repeat the first part. We play 4 bars of A minor, 4 bars of D minor, 2 bars of E7, and then we end with 2 bars of A minor. I'm going to show you by playing up tempo with the recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor. D minor. E7. Back to A minor. D minor. Now the B section is really cool, has quite a few different chords. No bar chords though, which is great. We're going to have 2 bars per chord always. So we start with the chord of A minor, 2 bars of A minor, 2 bars of D minor, 2 bars of G7, 2 bars of C major 7, then we go to F major 7, back to D minor, and 2 bars of E7, and we conclude with 2 bars of A minor. So let's check it out. 3, 4, and D minor, G7, C major 7, F major 7, D minor, D7, A minor. Let's repeat that. A minor. So the song keeps playing back between part A and part B. Part A is repeated twice. The first time it has 10 bars, second time it has 12 bars, and then we go straight into into the B section, which has 16 bars. And that's the B section is more of like an you improvise over that section. There isn't kind of a fixed melody to that bit, which is great because you can, practice your scales. Let's take a look at the melody. The notes are F on the first string, E, then on the second string the D, the C, and the B. So these 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once you get the main rhythm, you're sorted basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to play twice the E, twice the D, twice the C, and then once the D, and once the C. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, the rhythm is slightly complicated because it has upbeats, it has syncopations. But the way that I like to teach my students is to say, just think of the phrase, my guitar is out of tune. My guitar is out of tune. Okay, and you're going to take a short breath in the beginning so you can get that upbeat. My guitar is out of tune. And then you get the rhythm. You do that twice, but the second time, instead of going back to the C, go up to the E. Okay, so you play twice. Once you go down to the C, the second one you go up to the E. So. The next part is very similar. It's like a sequence when we repeat the same melodic idea, but we transfer into a different note. We're going to start on the F. So we play twice the F, twice the E, twice the D, and we go to E, D, and then the same, we play it twice, but the second time is slightly different. The second time goes up to the F, and then we have this variation. The very end goes F, E, D, E, and then we repeat the whole thing again. At the very end of the repetition, when we play it for the second time, when we get to this, we play then, right after that we play, it's kind of like a call and answer. You can do a pull off in 2 times actually, you get faster that way. Let's do a pull off with finger 1 into the open string and then the same here. Let's have a listen to the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in the recording they play it in thirds. So the first one is C and E together, and then you go into 4th fret on the 3rd string and 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then you slide that back to 2nd string on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 1st fret on the 2nd string. So in addition to that, they play the open A bass. They actually start with this. So you can vary, you don't have to do exactly note for note, but it's quite fun to play with that idea of using the bass. And then when you go into the next bit, into the D minor chord, you do the same idea. Using this time the open D. So this is 3rd fret on the 2nd string with finger 1 on the 1st string, 1st fret on the 2nd string and open E string, and then that's that same position, 4th fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And then when we get to the E7, they do this cool, they do like with the chords, so it's open, 6th string open, first fret on the 3rd string, and then B and E open. So do that pull off onto the, and then he runs across the E like this. It sounds really cool. And then the answer phrase that comes at the very end is just played the same way that we've learned already. It doesn't get played with any chord. Now what I really like to do with this song is when you get to the B section, you can just improvise. You can basically just play the A minor natural scale over it, and it sounds really great. It has a few clashes here and there that really kind of add to the flavor. So the A minor scale, you start with the open A, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, the same fingering on the next string up, the 4th string. Then 2 notes on the G string, open and 2nd fret. 3 notes on the B string, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then 4 notes on the open E string, on the E string, open, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then on the 5th fret. And basically, if you get someone to play the chords for you on the B section, you can pretty much do whatever you like. You can play up and down the scale, you can create little melodies, you can improvise it. Well, pretty much everything you do sounds great. Now, what I'd like to do is to mix some arpeggios with the scale, which, that way you get a little bit more variation. I'm going to teach you one shape for an arpeggio, which is slightly hard to do, but once you get it, it's really great because you can transfer it all over the fretboard. And I'm going to do it for the F chord, but you can do it for any chord as long as you transfer it. So you're going to get a slight stretch. So it's going to be finger 1 on the F, 1st fret. Then you go to the 5th fret, finger 4. Then you're going to do a bar on the 3rd fret. You're going to cover 2 strings, the 5th string and the 4th string. And then you're going to go to the 7th fret with finger 4. And then 5th fret, finger 1. 2nd finger on the 6th fret, 2nd string, and then finger 1 on the 5th fret, 1st string. So it sounds like this. It's not very hard to play once you get used to the stretch. And you can use that in addition to your scales. So in this piece, you've got quite a few major chords, and you can just change that across the fretboard. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy playing Faena as much as I do. And If you're interested in getting the backing tracks and the tabs for the parts played in this lesson, head over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/altguitar. We have lots of lessons there, lots of interesting, different material. And please do consider subscribing to our channel if you like to do so. Click that like button, and we look forward to seeing you soon.